This is such a good look. He a snack. This video will contain spoilers. If you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender yet, go watch it and then come back to this video afterwards. Reason Zuko's redemption arc is so good, from a casual fan and writer. 1. Zuko was supported by the love of his uncle, rather than the love of a romantic significant other. Throughout the entirety of the series, it's clear how much Uncle Iroh loves his nephew. While sometimes he unleashes some tough love, he remains by Zuko's side, guiding him and supporting him. Even when Zuko chose to be beside his father and sister, Uncle Iroh approached the situation with patience, understanding, and forgiveness. Through Zuko's entire journey, his uncle understood that Zuko had to undergo that journey in the first place, and that it included some bad choices. This is so refreshing, especially since when others tackle redemption arcs, they have a romantic partner transform them. They're suddenly transformed because of true love. But Zuko's redemption arc focuses instead on a slow transformation supplemented by the love of a family member. The show also establishes early on that Iroh and Zuko share a deep bond. When Iroh is captured, Zuko immediately looks for him to rescue him. In fact, if Iroh goes missing at any point, Zuko races after him, at multiple points, throughout the series. It isn't some sudden change in character. From the beginning, they make it clear that Zuko cares for his uncle, and that his uncle will always be there for him as well. It's a steady constant in Zuko's redemption arc. 2. Zuko continuously struggled with his choices. The choices he made throughout the series were never easy. When he chose to side with his father and sister, he struggled. When he chose Team Avatar, he struggled. The good and bad that have always existed within him fought each other throughout the entire series. The instincts and habits he developed because of his choice to find and then to chase the Avatar in the early seasons stay with him, even when he joins forces with the Avatar. He burns Toph's feet out of instinct and habit. He attacked Aang while they lazed about on the beach, both out of the fact that that's his teaching style and because it's just how he functions. It's what he's used to. His use of fierce language stays as well. Which segues nicely into 3. Zuko's basic character never changed. He kept his sense of humor, his leadership skills, and his drive. Who he is at his core did not change. That fierce determination to earn his father's love and attention, to then find and eliminate the Avatar to restore his honor, to finally help Team Avatar, translate into his becoming the Fire Lord. His leadership stays constant, from the very beginning commanding ships to the very end as Fire Lord. Sometimes when people attempt redemption arcs, they erase everything that person was in favor for who they've become. Unless they get amnesia, their core self is not going to change. Zuko's redemption arc exemplifies this perfectly. He remains fierce, mostly no nonsense, though he does relax in this area a bit, and determined. His leadership skills do not wane or even suffer. They transform. And that's the key. You're not erasing what once was in favor for something else. You're merely refining the sculpture. 4. Zuko's backstory and motivations match all the time. When we delve into why Zuko is so set on capturing the Avatar, we understand him. He's determined to restore his honor because his father humiliated him in front of the Fire Nation. To return home from his banishment, he needs to do something major, like, say, capturing the Avatar, who's been missing for the past 100 years. In doing so, he will regain his honor. Okay, yeah, this is all basic tragic backstory 101. We understand why he's doing what he's doing. That's the easy part. But when Zuko begins to question his methods, why he's after the Avatar, why he must restore his honor, we understand that as well. Zuko alone is a brilliant episode because it reveals precisely why he acts the way he does. A cruel father and a kind mother. But beyond his backstory and childhood is his interaction with the boy. That boy is around the age of Zuko in the flashbacks and affected by the war like Zuko, but from a new perspective. It forces Zuko to not only confront the reality of his nation's actions, but to confront the memory of his mother, and then to confront the kindness of his uncle. He splits himself from his sister, from his father, toward his uncle, toward redeeming his honor on his own. He will redeem his own honor. And we understand why. It's slow, it's gradual, and it makes sense. However, other people's reactions to his transformation also contributes to why his redemption arc is so good. Aang and the gang are hesitant, understandably, and Katara is just not having any of it. While Toph is more open to the idea of letting Zuko join, it's mostly because her interactions with the driven, avatar-bent Zuko are limited. Rather than let everyone just accept the help, like, yeah, okay, you're good now, come help us, Team Avatar initially refuses Zuko. He lingers nearby. There's that stubborn drive that's existed since episode 1 and is never eradicated because that's precisely who Zuko is. But that rejection, that hesitancy, even Katara's lingering anger contribute to selling Zuko's transformation. When someone betrays you in the real world, you don't accept them without question, you harbor some hesitancy. And that's precisely what Team Avatar does with Zuko. They question him. They hold grudges. When other people try to replicate Zuko's redemption arc, they either erase this step or they hold on to the tension too long. Zuko proved himself multiple times before Katara agreed, and even then, Zuko remained on the outside of the group. Until that day on the beach, when he is finally invited into the group hug. A few major points popped out to me as I was thinking about why Zuko's redemption arc is as highly praised as it is, and rightly so. First, he has a brilliant backstory that provides strong motivations that translate into his motivations after he chooses the good side. Second, romance is not a focus or even a drive for his redemption. Third, the transformation is slow. There's nothing sudden about it. Even when he's made his choice, he continues to struggle. This isn't some all-at-once shift. No, it's long, and it's hard, and it's slow. And fourth, his general self and character do not change. You can rewatch the first episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender and see the guy we come to know and love in the last episode, and vice versa. So, if you're going to include a redemption arc in whatever work you're devoted to, keep these points in mind. But also remember, no one can ever do it like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Going through this felt a bit like writing an essay, and I thought I was done with those. But it also reminded me of how freshman year of high school, I had taped up pictures of Zuko in my locker. I mean, let's be real, I'd do that today too. Zuko's hot. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have other reasons why you find Zuko's redemption arc so good, be sure to leave a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one.